Hello Mushkins, and in this video I will be reviewing slimes from the iconic My Happy Hobby Slimes. All of the links to her Instagram page as well as her YouTube channel will be in the description as well. And if you are interested in more of the details about how long shipping took and how much all of this cost in the end, all of that will also be neatly typed out in the description. I ordered 3 slimes from her and they all came in a bundle. It was called the Sweet Treats Trio, and she was kind enough to include a little free mini slime as well. Thank you so much. And then when you order from her, you get your little care card. It's like a business card. It looks really professional. And then you also get a few little candies and borax. And then in the Sweet Treats Trio, I got the chocolate vanilla waffle cone, the Frankenberry slime, and then the cake batter fudge slime. And I think these are some of her really good best sellers. So I was really excited to try them out. And then the first one that I decided to review was the chocolate orange crunch, which is a slushy slime made with white glue, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And the slimes were initially quite sticky because they were sent from America on the 8th of July and I only received them on the 21st of August. So they were in transit for a really long time, but that is because of our postal services here in South Africa. So I just had to activate them a little bit, and then I also decided to put them back in their containers and then to play with them the next day, just so that you can get a true depiction of what the slimes look like when they are fully activated and not sticky. I was quite surprised with the texture of the slimes. They really didn't actually feel that sticky. They only had like slight stickiness, so it wasn't even, I didn't even have to add that much activated to get them nice and firm. The first slime that I decided to open up from the Sweet Treats Trio was the Frankenberry slime, and this was actually a Halloween themed slime that she decided to make a permanent feature in her shop just because it was so incredibly popular. This is a pale pink basic slime with a whole selection of foam beads that rise to the top as well as marshmallow beads, and it is so much fun to crunch it into the slime. The slime also smells really good, exactly like berry candies, with like a hint of a strawberry milkshake. So it has quite an artificial scent to it, not like fresh berries, but it smells really good. And I'll talk a bit more about the texture just now once I have fully activated the slime. Next we have cake batter fudge, and I was so excited for this slime just because it looks so delicious. And again, this is a basic slime and it has a whole sprinkle of foam beads on top that you can crunch into the slime, which I love doing. It's so much fun. And this one also had a really faint smell. I think it was sort of a mixture of vanilla and some type of cake premix. I really couldn't place the smell, but it smelled really good. Before we start talking about this slime, I just wanted to mention how much I love the packaging of all of these slimes. The containers are really sturdy and durable, and I just love the labeling on all of the slimes. The little name labels are so cute, as well as the labeling on the side of the lids of the containers. It is so cute how each one has their own little label, and I just thought it was such a fun package to open up. So anyway, back to this slime. This is chocolate vanilla waffle cone, and this is honestly the best scented slime I have ever smelt. The slime smelt exactly like a sugar cone that's been dipped in chocolate. I wish I could let you all smell this slime. It is literally the best smelling slime I have ever come across in any slime I have ever smelt. And it literally smells like she took a sugar cone dipped in chocolate and crushed it up and put it into the slime. That's how realistic the scent of this slime is. And if you're looking at buying from her shop, I can highly recommend getting the chocolate vanilla waffle cone. After activating all of the slimes, I left them untouched for 24 hours just so that I can show off the true textures of all the slimes, because often when you activate a slime, it starts becoming sort of stringy or it starts breaking apart. So you just want to let them stand, and then they will be perfect when you open them up again. And let me tell you, all of these slimes were so glossy and thick and amazing and holdable. The hype is real when it comes to My Happy Hobby slimes. They really are incredibly thick, and I really enjoyed playing with them. The only thing is I prefer my basic slimes to be slightly more on the creamy side, the thick and creamy slime side, but I found hers a little bit more on the thick and rubbery side, but it didn't bother me that much. I really still enjoyed playing with them, and as you play with them, you just get the waft of the scents of the slime into your nose, and it's just a really amazing experience because all of them smell really good, really incredible textures, and I just had the best time playing with all of these slimes. Next up, we have my favorite slime from the entire order, or probably my favorite slime I've ever bought. And this one, as you can see, all the goodies rose to the top, and it's got a selection of jumbo white foam beads and then small colorful foam beads, as well as these little wafer rubber pieces. This slime also had the same texture as the one before, also really stretchy, thick and glossy. The bubble pops of all of these slimes were also some of the best bubble pops I've ever experienced. They were amazing. And here we have the last slime from the Sweet Treats trio, and this is what this one looks like after activating. You get to squish all of the foam beads at the top into the slime, and it is amazing. This one also has the same texture as the two before, also really thick, stretchy and glossy. Usually when I order from American slime accounts, I love including a bunch of different textures in one order, just so that I can experience all the different types of slime that slime account has to offer. However, with My Happy Hobby slimes, the majority of textures that she sells are actually just basic slimes and basic slimes with a little bit of crunch, etc. And that's why I thought this order might be slightly boring, just because it is all basic slimes with a little bit of crunch. But this order was far from boring. Each slime had a different scent, and the whole experience of each slime was completely different from each other. So even though they were all basic slimes, it was really, really far from boring, and I can highly recommend getting any of her slimes because each one is so unique and smells so amazing just by itself. So I really, really enjoyed this order. And lastly, we have the free slime that she so generously included in this package for me. And this is the chocolate orange crunch. And this one is a white glue slime that's made with a bunch of slush beads to give it that really awesome crunch. And I've never felt a slime like this, so I was really excited to feel this one. It was so soft and so crunchy, and it really smelled amazing. Initially, it actually just smelled like chocolate, but as you start playing with it, you get hints of orange as well, and it really smelled incredible. And I also did a bit of a rip test at the end of this video, at the end of this clip, and none of the slush beads fell out at all. This was really such a lovely slime to play with. And again, if you want to get hold of My Happy Hobby Slimes or go and have a look at her social media pages, all of that will be linked in the description.